church. Want to. The world is cursed, but we gon' do it. I hope my verses hit like to sake a few.
My name is Danae Harrison. I'm an interdisciplinary artist from Philadelphia. I'm 34, I'll be 35 in July. Well, basically, I just do like publicly engaged art, and that can range anywhere from murals to live performances, and just doing a lot of work in the community. And I also dabble with music here and there too. It's like alternative hip hop. Honestly, I've been making art since I was like 2 years old. So my grandmom still has like my early work, and she's really intricate in like the reason why I decided to become an artist full time. Professional, I would say probably 23. Like when I graduated, and I went to Penn State, so I was like really eager to hit the ground running, and I had my degree, so I was like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. But once I started doing shows more regularly, that was around 23, so I would say probably around then. That's the funny thing, I really don't feel much. It's more so thinking. So it's like kind of, I would relate it to when you're cleaning and you get in like that therapeutic buzz from it. You know, I kind of use that time to process like things I've gone through, or just like things that have gone on in my life, and just use that as time to like talk to myself and really sort things out. I would say because I grew up in the city and I've seen public art and I've had access to the art museums since I was a child, it gave me an idea of pretty much like the standard. So I didn't really have too much time to figure out like what I needed to do because it was right in front of me. And then when I came home from school, I stayed in the city. I didn't like move to New York or move to another city. So I kind of had like this energy, like I'm from here, and then it's like I'm here doing things. So I kind of carried that attitude with me everywhere I went. It means a lot to me, actually. That's part of the reason why I decided to stay and try to, make something happen here before I actually moved out, because it's like I grew up here. So all of my memories, my roots are here, my family is from here. So, it meant a lot. I first started out with like black and white palettes, and that was cool. It was more so the portraiture that people responded to, or the composition. But once I realized, okay, I'm not really doing a lot with color, then I decided to add more color into it, like citrus, bright colors, juxtaposed against the cool colors in the black and white. So I would say it helped me define my style. It also I felt like visually it described what I was feeling. At this point in life, I would say emotionally. At first it was professionally, because like I said, I had a point to prove. So yeah, that's just a part of getting older and transitioning into like more my mid-career phase. It's like I care more about connecting with people versus just like being seen and being in every room.
It feels too real, like words inside a dictionary. You close your eyes and pray, it's all imaginary. A visionary, too legendary, but still you make it through this life, though it's kinda scary. Also, if you fall in love, and the love that you've been feeling might just come off too for real, but for real it's super healing. I mean, only right to intensify. Know it's real when they look in your eyes. Never tell you lies. I apologize for all the times you tried, but never met your match. Now it's even inside. Claims that you're doing too much, but you know just how it feels to be doing too much. Just like.
So this piece behind me is the piece that I'm most notable for. It's called Shade of Depression, 2016. I made it in response to the 2016 presidential election results. And this was pretty much my first social commentary piece. So I put a lot into this one. I wanted to make sure, first of all, that it was colorful because of like all the emotions I felt. It was my first time being able to vote, so I had a lot of, energy towards the results. The results were a little bit controversial, so I was inspired to make a piece that really spoke to how citizens were feeling at the time in the country. So this is a piece that has multicultural figures. There's multiple ethnicities represented here. The main figure is me with all of the different ethnicities, so that was something that I wanted to really challenge myself to do and make a piece that wasn't just about me. This is my first time really experimenting with color and just trying to show that I can make different skin tones. The flag over the mouth, of course, is just basically making a statement against, how Americans felt at the time based off their election results. So all of the other figures around the central portrait are colorblind, and they all have a different shade of color in their eyes. The central portrait, which was me at the time, before the locks, and I just took a little, like a little selfie, and I was like, let me use my face as the person that's speaking out, since I was making the portrait. There's different elements that are relative to American culture, like the camouflage, the American flag. Besides that, I just wanted to put different elements in there that were representative, like different cultural flags. And the piece itself is square, so it kind of resembles a flag-like image as well. This piece actually won me like 4 awards just because of the theme and just the need for different political artworks over the years. This piece is coming up on its 10th anniversary in December. People are still finding me based off of this image. So I think that says a lot, and yeah, I've only made one piece like this because I don't feel like I need to make another one. So it's pretty much a one of one, so. All right, so basically this is my current work in progress. It's a self-portrait of me that started out as a selfie, and then I made a stencil of it and utilized the projection method to get it to scale. Once I had everything drawn out the way I wanted, I went ahead and started to apply paint. This portion is mostly oil paint with some spray paint accents. So the parts that I'm still working on, you can see because they're like shiny. That's that fresh oil paint for you. This stuff right here is mostly spray paint. So it's important to know, how the materials and chemicals interact when you are working with multiple mediums. The lines on there, they may look like paint, but some of them are yarn. I just utilize different methods. We got projection going, we got some spray paint going, we got some hot glue, a little bit of textile work. I'm just gonna try to experiment and bring this piece to life until I really feel like, it's at a point where I can stop. With everything, moving so digital nowadays, I just wanted to, remind people to make sure you take time to appreciate traditional art, visual art, handmade art, and, let's just keep the practice alive.
Take 'em to church, want to. The word is cursed, but we gon' do it, I hope my verses said like to take a few.